Every day is a blessing, a chance to begin again, a moment to rise, and decide who we want to become. We all have the power to start new habits, to leave behind the ones that drag us down, and step toward a life filled with purpose, peace, and meaning. But here's the truth. Greatness doesn't come from giant leaps. It comes from small, quiet choices, the ones no one sees, because the beauty of transformation lies in simplicity. Tiny changes, repeated every day, shape the way we think, the way we feel, and the way we live. And when our thoughts are calm, when our emotions are balanced, our body follows. We move better. We think clearer. We feel stronger. That's how success begins, not from luck, but from small intentional steps taken daily. So if you want to wake up every morning feeling good, feeling alive, and ready to conquer each moment, start with these 9 habits. Each one may seem simple, but together, they hold the power to completely change your life. Splash cold water on your face as you wake up. Imagine this. The alarm rings, the world still half asleep. And there you stand, staring into the mirror. You turn on the tap, let the water run cold, and with one deep breath, splash. That shock of cold hits your skin like lightning. In that instant, the fog in your mind clears. You're awake, alive. It's not just water. It's energy, a surge of clarity that shakes off yesterday's tiredness and invites a new day in. It's a small act, but it tells your body, we begin again. That single splash can lift your mood, sharpen your focus, and ignite a spark that lasts the entire day. So tomorrow morning, before you reach for your phone, reach for the faucet and feel what it means to start fresh. Read something you normally. Wouldn't we all read what feels familiar? Stories, blogs, books that comfort us. But the real magic begins when we explore what we don't know. Pick up a science book if you usually read fiction. Read a blog about space, history, or even cooking if you've never tried before. Because when you open yourself to the unknown, your world expands. New ideas bloom in your mind. You start to think differently. See differently. Become different. Every page is a new doorway. Every line a step into a wider world. It's like traveling without ever leaving your room. And who knows, maybe you'll discover something that changes the way you see life forever. Learn something new. Everyday curiosity. That's where the fire lives. Learning something new each day doesn't just feed your mind, it fuels your soul. You don't need to spend hours in study. Just one new word, one short video, one small discovery. Each time you learn, your brain wakes up a little more. You start noticing details you missed before, sounds, patterns, connections. And suddenly, the world feels more alive, more mysterious, more beautiful. It's a reminder that you were never meant to stop growing, because every bit of knowledge you gain adds a new color to the painting of your life. So stay curious, stay hungry, and never stop learning. Work on a hobby. You love a hobby isn't just a pastime. It's a lifeline, a quiet place where the noise of the world fades and your true self comes alive. Whether it's painting, cooking, playing an instrument, or gardening, it doesn't matter. What matters is that it brings you joy. When your hands create, your heart heals. When your mind focuses on something you love, stress loses its grip. You don't need to be perfect. You don't even need to be good. You just need to enjoy it, because hobbies are more than fun, and they're acts of self-love. They remind you that life isn't only about goals. It's about joy in the moments between them. So find that thing you've always wanted to try, and let it color your world. Spend time with people smarter than you. Growth begins with humility, the courage to admit we don't know everything. Sometimes, the best way to learn is to listen. You might not always have access to brilliant minds in person, but that's what makes this age extraordinary. The internet puts the wisdom of the world right at your fingertips. Watch videos, read blogs, follow people who challenge you to think bigger. When you surround yourself with people who inspire you, whether in real life or online, you begin to absorb their mindset. Their passion becomes your fuel. Their lessons become your stepping stones. Never fear being the least experienced in the room. That's how you grow the fastest. Because being around brilliance doesn't make you smaller. It pulls you higher. Go for a walk sometimes. The most powerful thing you can do is simply move. A walk may seem small, but it changes everything. The air touches your face, the earth steadies your feet, and your mind begins to breathe again. It's not just exercise. It's a reset button. Each step pulls you away from the chaos of the world and brings you back to yourself. You start to notice the sky, the sound of leaves, the rhythm of your heartbeat. Movement heals. It refreshes your spirit, sharpens your focus, and whispers to your soul that life is still happening, right here, right now. So step outside, even for a few minutes. Walk not to go somewhere, but to come home to yourself. Set aside quiet time, silence. The rarest sound in today's world. But it's in silence that we truly hear ourselves. Find a space, any space, where the world can't reach you. Sit with a cup of tea. Listen to soft music. Watch the sunset. Or simply breathe. Quiet time isn't loneliness. It's clarity. It's where your thoughts finally slow down enough for you to see what really matters. When you give yourself moments of stillness, your heart softens, your worries fade, and your soul begins to speak in a language you almost forgot. Make silence your sanctuary, even for 10 minutes a day. It's not an escape. It's a return. Lower your screen time. They say the average person spends nearly 7 hours a day staring at screens. 7 hours. Lost in a glow that never ends. But what if you stepped away? Just for a while. Because the truth is, constant scrolling drains your energy. It steals your focus. It silences the simple joys waiting outside your window. Give your eyes a break. Give your mind a chance to recharge. Instead of another hour online, read a book. Take a walk. Talk to someone you care about. When you swap screen time for real time, you begin to remember what living actually feels like. And slowly, peace returns, one unplugged moment at a time. Practice random acts of kindness. The smallest act of kindness can echo for miles. Hold a door. Offer a smile. Leave a kind note. Compliment someone who least expects it. You might never know how deeply your small gesture touches another person, but it matters because kindness spreads. It's contagious in the most beautiful way. Every time you show love, you start a chain reaction of goodness that might travel further than you can imagine. You don't need wealth. You don't need time. You just need heart. Be kind. Not because you have to, but because the world needs it. And you have the power to make it brighter. Each of these 9 habits is simple. But together, they create something powerful. From the splash of cold water that awakens your mind, to the quiet act of kindness that warms your soul. Each one moves you closer to a life of peace, balance, and meaning. Small changes done daily become the blueprint for transformation. They are the roadmap to a happier, healthier, and more fulfilled life. So start today. Choose one habit, then another, and watch how the world within you begins to change. Because this is your story, and every day, you hold the pen. If this story touched you, take a moment to reflect. Which habit will you start today? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us on this journey, because every step toward growth begins right here.